yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's nothing. When I pulled off the lot, that's nothing. Reppin' my town, when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Black stripe, yellow paint. I hear they scared of it, but them pros ain't. Soon as I hit the club, look at them face. Hit the pedal once, make the floor shake. Sway inside, my engine roaring. It's the big boy, you know what I paid for it.
Good evening, guys, and welcome to BoATV for tonight's final race of the GT3 Sunday season. And boy, have we got a stonker for you tonight. So, first of all, we have a... Oh. Okay, where am I getting that from? Okay. That was weird. I had my phone and my PC connected to the Bluetooth headset. Anyway, yeah, I'll carry on. So, yes, we have a 90-minute race for you tonight. We normally just run the 1 hour, but yeah, final race of the season. Let's mix it up and test them out. Same thing will be happening to PC in a week's time. They're a week behind our season. This is also my my final stream over on Xbox after, I'd say, about 500. I've got 2 more streams onto PC, and then I'll be jumping on track with the drivers in Season 10. Looking forward to that. So, let's get the standings up for you. So, let's have a look, because we have several permutations for the championship win, with Ichigo quite way ahead of McVitie, but McVitie with an outside chance, and even a greater outside chance is at Bad Ben, who's I think 44 points behind. So yeah, a really outside chance for Ichigo. So, and but the bigger one we're going to be looking out for is this around a 6-7 car battle between Midrand in 7th place and Gauteng in 18th. So that's 11 places battling for the top 10 tonight. So top 10 will automatically qualify for Season 10, and everyone else who wants to enter will need to enter via a qualifying stint. But yeah, you can see by the points, extremely close. 50 points for a win, 46 for, what was it? No, it's 44 for a the fastest lap. But yeah, we're in for an interesting one with lots of permutations. I've got no, I haven't got my calculator. So I did try out some other modes using a keyboard, but my keyboard did not work. But we are 5 minutes into qualifying, 15-minute qualifying session, and currently Bad Ben, our antagonist for the night, he's currently leading the times with a 1:42, but Scar just jumped into the lead with a 1:42.3. Scar, returning from racing in another league, has come back on a Sunday and come back on the very last race of the season. Not ideal. So the early laps coming in now. Full start. That'll be one of his better seasons. He's in 8th currently. So Kool-Aid has had a better end of the season than he did at the start. But a lag problem out there. I think that was Sipex, who's quite unfortunate he had to come together with Ichigo last time out. Just bear with me 1 second, guys. And I am back with you. So Scar's into the pits. Takguna's just put himself into the mix there. Oh, no Tomei this week. Oh, that is sad. So look at McVitie. The only real chance of taking the championship off Ichigo. Where is Ichigo sitting at the moment? Where is Ichigo? I'm just checking the check-in. Down to be racing. Well, this could be interesting. So, if he doesn't win, oh, this could be interesting. So, but that will still need McVitie to win, come in the top. Yeah, the top. He'd have to come second. And he's currently sitting down in 9th for second off the pace. But yeah, no Ichigo. I'm shocked with that. Bad Ben, the only other person who can upset that, but yeah, I'm completely shocked by that. So Hoonigan out there in the Porsche. He's had a couple of strong races this season. He doesn't put a time in now. So car 26, Doodod, sitting down in 15th for the moment. He's one of the drivers hoping to claim that top 10 spot. But no lap there, or no improvement on his lap. So Takguna, he's coming through the dog leg corner there. Really tricky. In straight into the pits, so his lap is over. Bad Ben, currently sitting in 5th place. Oh, I'm completely stunned. Our championship leader's not here. Bad Ben does not improve. McVitie just behind. I think is on an outs lap. Another car coming behind. Was that Prawn? No, car 40, which is Beto. No, he's in the pits. Car 13 now, which is Tat Latterpower. Currently sitting in 10th place, most at risk from being dropping out the top 10. He improves slightly, goes into 15th. Car 19 next, which is LMW. He goes up into 7th place in the Porsche. Also, like Scarra's made a return. Was it 116? No, it wasn't. 990. No, which isn't. That was Hoonigan. Quite a way off the pace at the moment. Slowest driver out there. Lady Pig, I believe. No, that's not Lady Pig. So I just. Well, they didn't improve anyway. So we've got Prawn Star, who's down in 14th currently. Can he improve? Does improve, but stays in 14th. So car number 80 coming around again, the Honda of Bad Ben. And there's the final corner. A little bit squirrely on the exit. Is he going to improve? Half a second off. Oh, just 5 thousandths between him and Midrand. Midrand now coming across the line. Can he improve? He does improve. Gets himself into 4th. Car 373 and next Sipex sitting in 2nd. Stays in 2nd at 600ths off Scara. Car 36 Lady Pig sitting in 12th at the moment. Our only female racer. I don't know, mate. I've asked the same question. Our championship leader is not here. I'm looking at Discord. There's no mention of him. Let's tag him. So 1 minute 15 left. 40, sorry. Star giving us a flash there. He makes his way towards the line. Let's see what he can do. He improves quite a bit, puts himself up into the top 10. He's not at risk, he's safe for the top 10. So, Midrand, jumped on board with the wrong driver then. And what car number 80 is? Bad Ben. I think Midrand's, he's dropped off a lot. Bad Ben does not improve. There's Fitty just behind. He does, up into 12th now. Still quite a bit off the pace. 8th, 10th. When I say off the pace, it's one of the tightest grids we've had so far. I think that's Raphael's. He's had a fairly typical season for himself. Latter Power's pulled up there. What's going on there? He needs to get off the race line. Looks like he's carrying some sort of issue. Jumps back to pit. Let's hope that's a fixable issue. Got a cluster of cars I can't really make up. I can see Takguna is in the mix. He's got the Pulse of LMW. No, that's Hoonigan just ahead. Guna does not improve. So got a bit of a lull before Bad Ben comes around. Can he find 3 temps on his final lap? So just 2 more corners to go. The dog leg, so tricky. Do not want to get on that curb if avoidable unless you use it to rotate, and that takes some skill. I think he just about keeps it on the track and pulls over. So who we got left now? We've got 666 out there. Scara. Yeah, who's made the return and sitting pretty at the top. But although there is just 600ths between him and Sipex and staff. So 1 more corner and into the pits. So that is over for Scara. Got 2 more cars out there. Fabrics is one of them. And session is over and Scara takes the win. Well, the podium, sorry, the pole position. I'll get there in a minute, guys. So, yeah, we've got Scara taking pole position with Sipex in 2nd place. Tat Staff taking 3rd place. Midrand in 4th. Takguna in 5th, Bad Ben in 6th. In 7th place is Fabrics LMW on his return in 8th. Carpers in 9th, Prongstar in 10th, Lady Pig 11th, and he's left himself to work to do tonight. That Aston, he is really struggling. Maybe nerves are getting to him, but he's got John G in 13th, Kool-Aid in 14th, Tat Latter Power in 15th, Doodod Beso. I was expecting them to be further up, and maybe the McLarens, both struggling down the back of the pack, along with Raphael's and Hoonigan. And then you have me, the spectator. So we have a little bit of a wait, so I'm just going to be cut to the cutscene, and I'll be back in just a minute or so. Okie dokie. So formation lap is underway. Scara leading the pack. So we have a 90-minute race for you with a mandatory pit stop. So will drivers opt for a one stop? You'd imagine so. Hopefully there won't be too many issues. I've better put the game sound on for you. Hopefully I'm coming through with a mandatory pit stop. Loud and clear. Just try to get some feedback. Yeah, we're all good. Audio's good. We're good. We've got a 90-minute race. Mandatory tyre pit stop. Excuse me. So, who am I watching? I'm going to be keeping the eye out for these two BMWs of John G and Kool-Aid. If they keep it out of trouble, the McLaren's just behind. Okay, my controller just died. That's the thing. Oh, that's just sent me to Figgy, so to try and find the lead. So Latter Power, I'm wondering, Latter Power looking like he has issues. We all know how tricky turn 1 and 2 and 3, to be fair. Really tricky started section. But they're all lining up 2 by 2 now as they come through the final 2 corners. Ball with staff at the moment until I can jump back to the garage. So good luck to all the drivers. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Take your time, enjoy the race. Not back till the beginning of June, although we have other leagues running. So they approach the start-finish line. Hold your breath. Here we go. And we are away, finally. Scara looks like he's got almost lost out of Sipex. Got cars chasing each other in the back there. Let's jump to the middle. This is where it gets tricky. Hoonigan looking like I got square. That was LMW, sorry. All fairly clean so far. Looking good. Lovely driving. Really clean. Looks like nobody's been dropped there. Vampoviti. Looks like he's got the move on Prongstar. Prongstar maybe recognising early on that is not his race. The pack behind him is his race tonight. So very, very clean opening start to this race. Great start to the race. Hope we get more of that. So Scara leads from Sipex. Latter Power never left the pits. Latter Power's clearly suffering from some sort of issue. It is a shame the final race looks like Latter Power will lose out on that automatic qualifying place. So Midrand makes his way up into 3rd place. He's got the Tap Boys, Gunnar and staff in close pursuit. Maviti needs 2nd place or better to win the championship tonight. Oh, no, it's not even that close, I don't think. I will look again in a little while. So yeah, just Latter Power The only one who's fallen off at the beginning. It's a great start to the race. Quite a tricky race, this one as well. LMW looks like he's got a bit of pressure from Carpers here. We all know about the Pulse's straight line speed. Viti starting to put pressure on Carpers likewise. Carpers gets up on that curb, and yeah, he got up on that curb. He hit the wall, I think. And that's Prongstar. I think Lady Pig's through as well. How far did he drop? That's a 14th. He's now battling with Beso. We've got Raphael's trying to have a look at Doodod there in the background. Just caught that. Oh, there is contact there. Bit of rough and tumble as Doodod goes. No, sorry, that was Beso. Beso struggling tonight at the moment. All the way to the back of the pack now. Chigo's turned up. So we're on ball with Midrand. So we've got a championship leader has turned up late, which is within the rules. Staff looking at having a go at Bad Ben here. But yeah, Ichigo's going to be laps down already. It's going to take a minor miracle to recover this. So we are on the third lap. Skara leads from Sipex by 8 tenths. We have Midrand also 8 tenths behind Sipex. And then we have Takguna also dropping about 8 tenths behind him, but he's also dropping Bad Ben, who's under a little bit of pressure from Tat staff here. So all Prawn on the back of McVitie there. McVitie also, Prawn also under pressure from... Oh, sorry, that was... I thought the Pulse had got past him. You can see John G in the background there. Carper's further back after he's off. I think he's just got round Kool-Aid, so he's trying to make a comeback back into the top 10. Likewise, another driver competing for the top 10 spot. Kool-Aid trying to get up beside him. Is he going to have a look? No, don't know. Sideways action with the lag there from our American friend. Top 3 have closed together a little bit. Oh, who's off the track? Was that Doodod? Raphael's just had a moment again. There's Beso and Hoonigan just behind. Top 3 are definitely getting closer. Really, really good start. Cleanest start to the season. And I like it because it keeps things close. And if someone does make a mistake, it mixes things up again during the race. Most drivers are within a second still. And we are on the 4th lap. So Lady Pig in between Pronstar and John G. Oh, sideways. Oh, John G's got to be careful here. Manages to keep it composed. Looks like an unsuspected race will be between Pronstar and McVitie here. So Midrand is definitely closing in on Sipex hit. So Midrand's tyres seemingly kicking in. But they've got to make these ones last. They've got to last 45 minutes during the normal race, just an hour. Tyres are normally good. But yeah, you need a bit of time management during this race. Sipex is backing up, allowing Skara to pull a bit of a gap as well. So, 10th place battle, we've got Paul Start. Having a steady start in the Audi again. Carper's in a tussle with Kool-Aid still. Kool-Aid looks like he's got the pace over him, but Carper's is carrying a lot of front end damage. Behind him is Doodod. Carper's getting a little bit wide there, and I mean, you do not want to be pitting now because it will be a 2-pit, and we've lost one driver, which I think we've lost 2 drivers actually. Chigo is out there on track, and because he is out there, he will score points. John G's got around Lady Pig, free to go chase down Prong Star now. I'd have to say Lady Pig's problem would be just stepping off the track a bit too much. Maybe you try and use it a little bit too much of the track. They're probably kicking up the dust as well there. Probably exciting John G a little bit now. Zach Guna is now closing on Midrand, so I'm assuming Midrand's had an off somewhere or a little issue. But Ben is also suffering. The Hondas seem to take a little while to get the tyres switched on, and now they are. They do seem to have the pace. So on lap 6, Skara leads from Sipex with Midrand, Guna, Bad Ben completing the top 5 currently. 3 are on your screens right now. Please don't forget to smash that like button. Oh, as Guna looks like he's having a look. Midrand is going to defend on the inside. Oh, he's got Bad Ben trying to have a look now as well. Bad Ben, don't forget, he's still trying to fight for an outside chance of the championship. Maviti is in 9th place, a long way to go. Ben has a look up on the inside, gets the move done on Midrand. Midrand's got a run on him though. This is not an overtaking spot though. So Bad Ben on a bit of a charge. Likewise Guna into the final podium spot. Bit of a gap between Maviti now as he tries to chase down LMW, who is a 1.5 seconds ahead of him. Lady Pig 8 tenths behind John G, maybe picking up a little bit of a toe. We've got Carpet and Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid not on the pace tonight. If you think the Carpet's carrying a heavy damage and he's keeping pace with him, likewise Doodod. Febrex now catching up with Midrand, so we've got a 3-way Honda battle. Bad Ben going really wide there. You've got to be careful on the curbs on the latest update. A lot more reactive. I can't wait next season to get out with these guys. We do have a young lad joining us next season to take over from me on the stream. Carper's in the middle of Kool-Aid, but Kool-Aid goes deep there. Has to check his turn. Normally, almost took Carper's now side by side, but he's going to be carrying that front end damage. It's going to be affecting him. It's cool. He's got the inside line. What can Carpers do? Going to need something brave here. Oh, as they go into the dog leg. 2 by 2. Doodod now having a look. Carper's here now. Oh, Carper's is sideways. Doodod's to the side of him. Obviously, Doodod had nowhere to go. He's going to have minor damage on the front end of his car. And let's look at these three-way battle between the Hondas. Just 6 attempts between them. Oh, looks like Fabric's got a little bit sideways there. Track looks a little bit green. There is dynamic weather. The practice session was chucking it with rain. And with an hour-and-a-half session, who knows what could happen? How good would that be? Attack staff now closing in on Fabrics. Don't know why the cameraman did that. Hoonigan closing in on Beso at the back of the packet. So there are several drivers still able to take that top 10 as it stands. Ichigo is going to win the championship, although he's around 3 laps behind. So Fabrics keeping the toe of Midrand. Drop my control. So John G. We could have a revival of the battle between these two guys that got quite fierce between them in a friendly way. John G. wearing the Luton Town colours once again in reverse this time. Apparently they won a game. Apparently it's a rare occasion. So still this battle between Bad Ben, Midrand, Fabrics and Staff continues. Although Staff... Oh, he's still there, sorry. LMW getting dropped by them. What's the gap between him? I bet he's still about a second and a half. Oh, we've got John G and Paul Star about to go at it. I think, come on, cameraman, come on. Prawn goes heavily defensive. Oh, we've got a car off the track just ahead of him. Who was that? That was Sipex. No. Oh, yeah, Sipex is where he's dropping. Has he got any damage to his car? Looks like he's got away. Looks like he got it wrong on the dog leg. So Sipex from second all the way down. Meaning Bad Ben is up into third place. You know, I mean, I think it'd be some ask to think he'll get the win from here, but you never know what can happen. DCs, anything. Full start under pressure from John G. Still got Lady Pig closing in once again. Sipex seemingly struggling. Only 15 minutes into the race. Scara leads by 6 seconds from Takguna. Paulstar getting a little bit wrong there. Again, Bromstar looking like he's pushing a little too hard. So we now have a 5-car battle for second place. And I don't think it'll be too long before Vitti and LMW start returning into this battle. It could get interesting, guys. Don't go nowhere. Please do smash that like button. And if you have not done already, please subscribe to our channel. And I think that's going to be race over for Carpers. Is he just chilling, relaxing before he does throw in the towel? We've got dust being kicked up there by someone. Don't see any yellow flags. Midrand's gone backwards again, is he? Yeah, Midrand's gone backwards into... So that battle was broken up at the front. I don't know what happened. I don't know whether there's contact between the drivers, but now he's all the way back down in 9th place. This is one of them tracks, it's so easy just to drop a wheel over the curb and it will light you up and send you into the wall. Bromstar seems to be struggling for rear end traction. Looks like John G's going to be lining up a move. I shouldn't have moved the camera. There we go. Gets defensive again. John G's got a good run out of the corner though. We tucked right in. I don't think Paul's going to be able to do a whole lot. He's got to keep it respectful. Lady Pig getting in there, trying to have a move on John G. John G gets robbed there. Absolutely robbed. John G will not be happy about that one. But John G's probably going to have the good run on Lady Pig. Some great races so far this race. Although we are dropping drivers by the boatload at the moment. Of a total 20 that have been on the track, we have already down to 17. But we did lose latter power, and we've now lost Carpers. And I'm not too sure who the other car was that we've lost. But yeah, this is all played into the hands of Scara. He's now 6.3 seconds in front of second place man Takguna. Vitti still needs a small miracle. 2 seconds behind LMW. But the driver's dropping. He's just got to keep it between them white lines. Which he's doing a good job of so far. Bad Ben. Could cause a problem if Scara comes off the track. You never know. But he does need a win, and the Chigo not to score any points, and the Chigo is scoring points down in 17th. Yep, thank you, Jim. Mr. Lurker. So, the second place battle getting closer and closer once again. But Ben getting out of the toe there for some reason. Sticking to his own line. Getting extremely close now. LMW's now closing in on Tat Staff as well. Ideally, this will start bunching up. And allow Viti still wants a that battle at the end, all the way to the end. But at the right moment, Viti is doing the right things. Fabric stayed with Gouda and Bad Ben. It's getting a bit tasty between them two. So we'll sort of settle down in the mid-pack now. Oh, Gouda's gone wide now. Would that give Bad Ben a run? Won pretty much every race this season, Bad Ben. Well, since he's joined. Came in late. John G seems to have got caught behind Lady Pig here now. Paul starts starting to drop them just over a second and a half, the gap. LMW in the Porsche, chasing down Tat Staff in the Aston Martin. He hasn't, seems to have the measure at the moment. Chigo 3 laps down and asking for a miracle to get back into this race. Fair play, recognising that he needs to be in it to win it. Just looking at the standings again. So the gap 34 points, so yeah, Viti, I'll tell you what, if he could get a couple more places, if he could get back up, it could still be on. Although he is falling behind LMW at the moment. But there could be strategies out there in play as well. Drivers could be looking after their tyres, going for a long heavy stint first. I've seen no drivers jump early. Apart from Carpers, who we lost. So no sign of rain in the forecast for the next half an hour. Last half an hour would be good though, wouldn't it? We don't want it too easy for these drivers. So I'm on board with John G. A little train between him, Lady Pig and Prangstar. So for our PC members, in just under a couple of weeks' time, we have a Gentleman's League beginning for the 30 and over, us middle-aged gits. Just for a chilled out. LMW into the pits. Interesting. So is he going to go for the long... Oh, he must be. He has to go for a long... Quite literally has no choice. So LMW into the pits. You don't want to be doing a two-stopper around in these cars. But it is pretty warm out there, and it's possibly going to be getting a little bit warmer as well. It's around 2:30 in the afternoon. So, third way into the race. Third of the way. So yeah, 1 hour into the race. Scara still leads. Just under, tell you what, he's lost a little bit of time there. Under 6 seconds now. Maybe he's looking after his tyres a little. Gunnar's obviously pushing hard as he's getting chased down by Bad Ben, Febrix and Tat Staff. At Maviti, 7 seconds down the road. And Sipex, who was up in second place, is a second and a half behind McVitie. And Midrand, who was in third place earlier on, all the way down to 8th now. John G is caught up with Lady Pig. Lady Pig all likewise with Prawn Star. Prawn Star getting it out on the dirt there. Great to see these little battles going on. Oh, John looks like he's going to have a look. Lady Pig got out of the way early on and allowed John to get upside. Lady Pig's going to have the inside line going into the tight hairpin. John G almost forcing his way through. Is he going to have the position? Yes, position's done. So John G up into 11th. Now free to chase down Prawn Star once again. Lady Pig getting a bit wide there. Just about keeping it on track. So John up into 10th place. Let's go back to this second. Scarra's definitely losing time. Down by a second now. Gunnar's going to be, I know, pushing like mad. He's not defending, so he's got to be pushing. Thoroughly enjoying this race so far. We're back again tomorrow night at Bathurst with the PC guys, GT3 Monday. Do please come and join us for that. Also, that will be my officially last stream. So I've done about 500 streams. And hanging up my microphone. Bad Ben's definitely getting close as Gunnar goes wide there again. Got to be careful. Last thing you want, drive through. They're a couple corners on this track that it's easy to cut. Babu got a good run here. Not ideal. Don't want to be sending one. Still got a long way, but look how close he is now. Close right in once again. Goon has gone really wide there. It's going to allow Ben to have a good run out into the double left-hander. Goon looking right on the limit. Tyres looking like they're starting to go off. I've had them for over half an hour now. On the 20th lap. Lady Pig into the pits. Paul start in 9th place, still with John G, 2 seconds behind in 10th. We're on board with Bad Ben, who's in a 4-car train for 2nd place. So LMW still leading those who have pitted. There's LMW a long way down the road from Lady Pig. Hoonigan, oh my word, heavy damage to all over that car. So he's come off the track somewhere there. Fellow South Londoner Hoonigan. All very clean at racing from what I've seen. Seen a little bit of rubbing, but no heavy damage. Corlade's lag spiking through the roof at the moment. His ping is full on red. You'll notice, we'll watch him as he goes through the corner. He'll probably be sideways. Oh no. Of course, it's proved me wrong. Fabric's under real pressure from TAT staff here. Taking a look. Nobody's really had that lunge up the top of the mountain yet, have they? So the two TAT boys in different situations going under pressure from Bad Ben. Something's going on with Scara. Scara's going slow. Is he, I hope he ain't slowing down. I wonder if he's fuel saving now. It must be, because he's losing time. Don't want to lose too much time fuel saving. Well, this is going to be interesting. We've got John G and Prong Star. John G looking really strong tonight. One of his stronger performances this season. Not had the best of seasons. Jump to TAT staff here as he's all over that rear spoiler of Fabrics. Just don't think he's going to be close enough again. I don't know. Not even putting a feint on to scare him a bit. Jump back to John G and Prongstar as they still keep doing battle. John G not close enough once again. Kyalami, like so many GT3 tracks, really tricky to get past. Not the fastest sports cars in the world, but you top out about 175, 176 on Paul Ricard. John just giving him a little look there. Oh, looks like he was struggling a little bit. This is John's chance. Has he got the toe? Prawn goes defensive. Gaps are opening up behind. Viti is going to be under pressure from Sipex soon, though. There's John G all over the rear end of the Prawn start. We've been waiting for this battle all season long. He's going to stamp up on the inside. I don't think. Oh, what's the contact? All fair and clean so far. And that was close off in John had to jump on the brakes. Yeah, looking at the gap going back up the hill. So Sipex closing in on McVitie. Sipex, who was up in second place, very close to putting a challenge onto Scara on the first corner. But he's on a recovery drive at the moment. Just 6 attempts behind Ant McVitie now. With the other guys 10 seconds up the road, so it's going to take some sort of miracle. The only thing I can think of is Scara is fuel saving. So 40 minutes into this race, Scara currently leading, but I don't think that's going to last long because he's got Gouda a second behind him, and they've got traffic just ahead as well, just to make things a little bit more interesting. Surely Scara's going to dive to the pits here. No. He's under-fueled himself really, but I don't know what's to be gained. I thought it would have been easier to pit now, as Febrex does come into the pits. Doodod's just leaving the pits. That is Ichigo just ahead of him. Looks like we've lost another driver. So Febrex, John G's also into the pits. Midrand, he's struggling, isn't he? Down in 9th, but drivers have pitted. It's a shame, but Midrand could be struggling to make top 10. So we're approaching the halfway stage. Takguna and Bad Ben have just both jumped into the pits. Scara stays out again. Very interesting, because he was going slow, so you're going to imagine he's going to fall behind here. Oh, he ain't just up to shenanigans. So Sipex is closing in on Antmaviti here. Finished now. Pretty sure Antmaviti would be champion. But it's not. So 16th place. Can't be 18 points. It's confusing. Let's try to see if I can see how many points for 16th place. Prongs it into the pits as well there. Lady Pig as John G returns to track. He's got a Lady Pig for company, half a second between them. Takguna still holding on to Bad Ben. Actually, no, Bad Ben's got the jump on him. Takguna was ahead, so that staff into the pits now, so it'll be interesting to see where he feeds back into things. Sipex into the pits as well. Antmaviti and Scara both staying out. Halfway stage.
We are halfway through.
There. 16 cars remaining. Wide goes Gutner again. He's surely going to pick up a drive through unless he's backing off. So to stay with these as staff exits the pits now. It's going to be interesting. Where is he? Where is staff? Febrex and staff just coming into your picture there, so he's fallen off a little bit, leaving his pit that bit much later. LMW coming in early, really lost out. So you've got to wait as everyone comes around. Scara is finally into the pits. Let's see if Antmaviti comes in. Got a back marker ahead of him. It would make sense. Here he comes. Kool-Aid and Midrand also still out there yet to pit. Bad Ben leading those who have pitted. Excuse me. I really can't wait to see the results tomorrow. Antmaviti, Scara into the pits. It's going to be interesting to see where does Scara come back out. I think he's going to be behind these. Which could throw everything on its head. So Bad Ben pushing like mad. He knows what's about to happen. Scara is out. And he's going to come out quite a way ahead of... So Scara's pit looks impeccable there. Looks like he's going to gain quite some time. Antmaviti exiting the pits. He's going to come out door to door with Sipex. I don't think Sipex is going to be just ahead. So Antmaviti's lost out on the position. He's down to 9th. Although Kool-Aid's yet to pit. Kool-Aid will probably, well, he will drop behind these drivers. So, technically, McVitie in 8th. It's not good enough though. There he goes. Positions sorted. Pronstar in 10th place with Midrand. John G's fallen way behind Pronstar. So 5 seconds he's lost in the pits there. So ideally, McVitie needs Sipex to have carried that pace that he had early on. Beso into the pits. Is that race over? Possibly. Big front end damage. Looks like he's getting repaired. Oh, Guna's off the track again there. Midrand has caught up with Ladybig here. So Midrand down in 13th. How it's ended up down there. He could be struggling for a top 10 finish here. He's currently like 6th or 7th, but I think 7th place. He was top of those who could drop out. Bad Ben 4.5 seconds behind Scara. It's looking like Scara's to lose. McVitie looking stronger, staying with Sipex this time round. Sipex 3 seconds, keep an eye on that. LMW in 6th place. I don't think it's over yet. Fabrics is definitely keeping Guna honest. Oh, goes wide. "40 minutes remaining." Definitely the cleanest race we've seen so far, apart from driver errors. Midrand now just half a second behind. Thinks about having a look. Thinks better of it for now. Did not expect to see Midrand down that end of the track. Wonder if Chigo's even going to bother pitting and just takes the penalty. The way he's going to finish behind me. Sipex is closing in on LMW. It's taken about half a second out since I last looked. Fabric's going squirrely on the exit there. Just about keeps it together. Although Guna seems to be closing in on Bad Ben again. Second half the gap as across the line. Midrand in 13th. Still putting pressure on Ladybig. Ladybig really starting to fall off. Tell you what, Kool-Aid's definitely had a good comeback there. He's had a good pit. Comes out in 10th place currently. If you can manage to snatch another position or two. Because we're now moving into the stage where the drivers aren't really used to. They race just an hour race most weeks. Obviously some of these drivers have raced, well, most of the drivers have raced endurance races. So, almost 2/3 into this race. Skara has led from lap 1. Other than the pit stops, he's now 3.5 seconds. I don't know whether he's just playing or not, because he was just booting it ahead, but has Bad Ben got the pace now? Well, 49s, 43, 42s, consistent 42s. He's still pulling 42s. But we look at Bad Ben's times. He's in the 42s really consistently. Okay. So Bad Ben has got the pace. Well, we've got to be careful there. He completely cuts that corner there. I think you're still leading, mate, at the moment. And Maviti needs a minor miracle. .15th, you're scoring a little clump of points there. And it looks like Midrand going to get the move done. No, he's not. As Lady Pig comes back. The door going into the double left-hander. You do not want an unstable car, because that will happen. Midrand's race goes from bad to worse, but nice, stylish turning the car. But it looks like the engine's just shut down. Is that the white flag? We'll see Midrand jump to the pits in a second. There we go. That's his race over. Down to 15. I'll tell you what though, Midrand might be out of the top 10 now. Skara still leading by 3.6 to this man, Bad Ben, who's got Tapguna and Fabrics pretty close behind. Bad Ben will see that green back end of that BMW, and that will keep him pushing. I'll tell you what though, I don't think he's going to do it, but if Bad Ben gets all the points there, he might actually snatch the championship without the actual points in front of me. So Sipex has caught up with LMW now, and Maviti 2 seconds behind these. A little over half an hour to go. And there are many permutations still left. Bad Ben inching towards Skara. We've got Ichigo still out there, but he's 4 laps behind. So, other than People dropping. It's going to be close. I think Chigo's just going to win it, but it's going to be close, I'm telling you. I mean, you never know. It just takes a disaster move from these two, take each other out, and then and that man's back in it again. Scarra does keep going really wide on the exit of that left-hander, kicking up the dirt. So we've got roughly, I'd say about 16, 17 laps to go. So we're looking like 50 race a lap race even. Sipek's really on the back end of LMW now, pushing as hard as he can. Sipek's, as I said before, was up in second place. We didn't see what happened, but he came off the track somewhere. So Kool-Aid's caught up with Prawnstar here. Sipek's unable to get any closer. Kool-Aid 6 attempts to Prawnstar. Scarra pulling the gap again. Now that's 4.2. There we go. There's a gap visually between these two as LMW's cocked it up onto the grass there. The little Porsche just about hanging on. Sipek's turning on the pressure. And Maviti, you'll see just coming into the background, he'll start licking his lips as well. As that outside chance starts to become a chance for him. He needs to push like crazy though. 27 minutes remaining. And there was some bad language in the background there. I apologise if anyone heard that. Ooh, Sipek's having a look. Falls in LMW wide. Going to have to wait his turn as he goes through the dog leg right. Get a good exit here. And that Porsche should be his. And Maviti edging closer. Now within 1.7. Things are starting to get a bit interesting now. So, just looking through. Oh, who's that? Takguna's pulled up. Takguna's pulled up from third place. So LMW's up into fifth. Takguna's in sixth. What's going on there? Oh no, he's just hit Sipex. Oh no, what's going on here? Maviti's gone through. What on earth happened there? I have no idea what happened there. Well, this definitely changes things. Takguna just did not look in control of his car whatsoever. Sipex back in the pits as well. It is a shame. And I can imagine that Sipex is going to be scathing. I don't know what on earth that was. But that does mean the Chigo also gains 2 more places. Everything Maviti gets, the Chigo seems to be getting as well. So the gaps are all opening up again now. I can't believe what we just saw. Did Takguna take his hand off the control or what? That was just insane. Yep, Takguna's writing now. Let's see what he's got to say. I can't believe what we just saw. So we're down to just 13 drivers. 20 started. 13 remain. 23 minutes remaining. Skara leads from Bad Ben, who's 4.4 behind. Febrex in 3rd place. Staff in 4th place. Not a good night for the staff, guys. The Tat boys. With staff flying the flag for them at the moment. LMW currently sitting in 5th place. And Maviti in 6th. Prawn Star in 7th. Kool-Aid in 8th. John G, who we're on board with now, in 9th. Trying to chase down the fella Beamer ahead of him. Lady Pig down in 10th. So we are just wrapping and winding things down now. And Maviti still needing a minor miracle. As another car drops, we're down to 12 drivers now. Trying to find something interesting, but this is about as interesting as it gets at the moment. We've had plenty of controversy tonight, including that incredible incident we just witnessed. Takguna clean taking out Sipex. Love to know more about that situation. But anyone wanting to take part next season will need to enter via hot stint, and that includes me. So we have drivers that will earn their place in the Pro League, and if there is room, we will have, well, if there's enough drivers, we'll have another league running just beforehand. We'll have to see on numbers. Just 12 remaining now. We've got as many viewers as there are drivers. That is a first. John G really closing in. Beamer on Beamer though. One star in no man's land. Ampaviti. He is closing in on the Porsche, to be fair. Oh, John is closing in. 9 tenths the gap. 9 tenths of the law. Just under 20 minutes remaining. We've got about 11 laps maybe. And this is the only real action we've got in front of you. The 2 Beamers, 2 contrasting liveries. John going wide there. You will lose traction as you jump up onto the curb there, because the car basically lifts off the floor. And if you've got your foot down and you try and turn, woohoo! 6 tenths of gap now. Kool-Aid now going a little bit wide. This is for 8th place. Please come and join us tomorrow night for Bathurst on PC. Around 30 drivers left in that championship. Sign up for the existing GT3 drivers is currently going ahead. And then we'll be promoting for the new season. We start in June for our summer season. Then we have a break in August. And then for our third, maybe we might do 4 seasons this season. We might stick it to 8 races, having decent gaps in between. So John's fallen behind once again. That gap's dropped, opened up to 1.2 now. Dropped down another 2 tenths again. So John's got the pace, he's just struggling with consistency. Tat Staff 1.5 behind Febrex. Keeping an eye on that gap. It's this green BMW. Looks untouchable. Bad Ben now. 6.2 behind. Maviti is closing in. Inching towards. He's had a great race tonight, to be fair. Struggled in quali. I believe we've qualied in 11th or 12th. Kool-Aid getting it loose on the exit there. That will give John incentive to push on. The gap is exactly the same, 1.1. Tat Staff now just a second behind Febrex. We could have a battle for the final podium spot of the season. Just 12 cars remaining. Many have tried, few completed. And to be fair, this will, all these drivers dropping out have gifted Ichigo the championship, to be fair. Fly, John, fly, Pedro says. It's Britain versus America. It's a civil war all over again. Staff is closing in on Febrex. 7/10 that gap. Maybe even closer now. There's Ichigo in the background. Our championship leader. Didn't turn up for practice and quali. And just about turned up for the race. John G unable to close down. Kool-Aid still will stay with this battle. 14 minutes remaining. We've had battles pretty much the whole of a race, giving me something to commentate on. John G within 6/10 again, pushing hard. And Maviti is in within 9/10, so he could quite going to get close towards the end of this. I don't think he's going to have enough points though. I'm pretty sure he had to get 4th place at least. So Tat Staff looking like he's going to take fastest lap of the race as well. In the Aston Martin. He's been pretty strong around here tonight. And he looks like he's going to get a chance of the final podium spot. So I've just seen Tat going up apologising to Sipex. I've not seen anything malicious from him all season. I don't see why he would have done that on purpose. G within 7/10 again. 10 minutes. Oh, sorry, 12 minutes remaining. Oh, that staff just about holding on to the car there. It's going to give Febrex a little bit of breathing room, I'd imagine. John G still can't do anything about Kool-Aid. Basso's out of the race, mate. He threw in the towel earlier. 19 laps ago. Staff looking hungry. So Amaviti did get past, so Amaviti up into 5th place now. So I don't think that's going to be enough. Even if Ichigo wasn't racing. Definitely one of the closest ends to the season we've had. Started off with 30 cars and we're going to finish with 12. It's been an interesting season. Not quite finished. We've still got 2 races left over on PC. We've got the Porsche Cup on Wednesday night, and then the Gentlemen's League starting on PC in just over a week. About a week and a half now. So staff really on the back now. Chigo doing well just to sit at the back, but he's making a nuisance of himself. Don't want to touch these drivers and he's a back off. He's not in this. This is a battle for 3rd place. Oh, he's gonna staff gonna have a look. Thing Ichigo needs to do is get involved in it. Kool-Aid and John Battle has died off. This is so interesting. 8 minutes remaining. This is a battle for 3rd place. Everything else behind looks pretty much sorted. Oh, Febrex, did it get it wrong now? Definitely giving staff a sniff. Imagine if Chico took these 2 out and gifted Amaviti the championship. I shouldn't say it really, commentator's curse. Febrex doing all he can. He's putting the car in the middle of the track. Quite a narrow track, Kyalami. Through certain sectors. Oh, Guna having a look again. Last of the late breakers. Guna getting a good run out the exit. Gonna surely have half an opportunity here. I don't think he will actually. Too far back. He actually looked earlier on the brakes than Febrex was. But that might mean he gets a better exit. What a battle we have. Keeping an eye on all the other times. All pretty calm out there. Ichigo adding to the aesthetic of it. It's not a 3-car battle, this is just a 2-car battle. Ichigo in the red, McLaren behind is 3 laps behind. Awesome battle we're seeing here. So much respect being given. And Maviti is closing in a little bit on this as well. He's going to need a lot. He's 8 seconds behind. I'm engrossed in this battle as well. And it looks like there's going to be a battle between Ichigo, but he just needs to sit and wait. He's got to finish another 5 minutes. He's not going to catch anyone. It's been a tough race out there tonight. We've seen a lot of drivers drop. Showing how tough it is. So we've lost 8 drivers. Ooh, almost contact. 7 seconds. Maviti behind this now. He must be seeing that time fall down. Oh, almost contact between the two there. Nose to tail. Febrex, from what I can see, looks all legal from what I've seen. He hasn't been swerving or anything. This is gifting Ben an easy drive to the finish in second place. And he'll finish just outside first place. John G still within a second. And Maviti under 7 seconds now. Takgunas drops off a little bit here. Has he cooked his tyres? Or is he just having a little breather? Coming back for more. I'm saying it was a latter one. It looks like he's closed that gap again. Febrex really struggling through the corners. 3 minutes remaining now. Wait, Maviti comes towards the line. He's 6.6 seconds behind. It's only going to be a couple more laps. Might even see him pop into the screen in the background. No, not yet. Championship's not quite over yet. Scara still leading. Bad Ben in second. Febrex in the Honda on your screens in third place with Tat Staff in fourth. And Maviti 6 seconds behind, or just under 7. In fifth place, LMW in sixth. Prawn Star has had an issue somewhere because he's got Kool-Aid and John G for company. I'm going to have to stay with this battle unless it gets quieter, which it sort of is looking like it is doing now. Let's go back to this battle then. Kool-Aid, half a second behind Prongstar. Just over a minute to go. So these are the final laps. There we go. Final lap. And to see who will be crowned champion. And 57 seconds, it's going to be out of his reach. Kool-Aid having a look at Prongstar here. Prongstar on controller must have rigor mortis in his hand. Staff still putting pressure on Fabrics, but I think it's going to be a little bit too much now. And Maviti, the championship slipping out of his fingers. Could be cursing the day we. Kool-Aid and Prongstar almost coming together. These two got one more lap. These three. Kool-Aid having a look up on the inside. Oh, John G having a look up on the inside as well. Woohoo! I've got to be careful though, because Prongstar's actually sitting behind me. What a way to finish the season. John G is going to have a look. He's going to come back up. Johnny, I think he is. Slings it up on the inside. John's going to have the run on the exit though. He's going to have a look at Prongstar as well. Oh, John G's going to be wide. Oh, it just about keeps it right on the back end of Prongstar here. Last lap. Time is up. We should jump to the leader, but we've got to stay with this battle. We're going to have to jump to Scara coming across the line, taking the W with Fabrics. We'll take second place. Sorry, that was Bad Ben. Fabrics. Oh, no, look. He's under pressure on the exit. And just about claims the final podium spot. Atmaviti will come home in 5th place. LMW in 6th. But let's go back to these three in 7th place. And now Kool-Aid's taken back the position from John G. Is John going to have a look again? No, backs out of it. But Kool-Aid's closed right in on Prongstar. Oh, just one more corner. Oh, they both got wide. Kool-Aid tries to blast. Yeah, you can't go through that way. Holy moly. Wow. What a finish to that. Lady Pig's going to come home and claim the final top 10 spots. Chigo finishing 12th. And Doodod will wrap the evening up and the season up. Wow. That was some way to wrap things up there. Well done to Scara. He's late return. Staff almost snatching it from Fabrics on the final corner. And then Prongstar just about holding off the advances of John G and Kool-Aid, who must have swapped top, what, about 3-4 times in the last 2 laps. That was insane. So thank you everyone for watching. It's been a great season. Well done to all the drivers who took part. Hopefully we'll see many of you back next season. So we are due back early June. So yeah, this will be my last stream. As I said, it's going to be emotional. So say about 500 streams. But time to try other things. So thank you all. It's been a pleasure. And I will see you all tomorrow night for GT3 Monday.